Hey, good people out there in the YO universe. This is Survivor 2002 coming at you again from the secret lair in Virginia. Actually, I should not be talking to you right now. Today is the 26th of July on a sunny, very beautiful Saturday. And where I should be right now is either doing laps in a pool, sitting in a lounge chair with a nice, tall, cool one, and enjoying the company of my classmates who I haven't seen in about 30 years from high school. That's not the way things worked out. Got a little story for you about what happened to me yesterday, and I'm sure everybody has one of these horror stories nowadays. So I thought I'd just come online and give you mine, and we could compare notes. Hopefully yours was not as bad as mine, and hopefully it definitely wasn't worse than what happened to me. But let's turn the clock back a little bit. Going back about 3 months ago was when I got an email first announcing my 30th annual high school reunion. They've had about, I guess, 2 or 3 previously that I hadn't been to. And I guess it's kind of a form of rite of passage. You know, it's one of those things that you do or you don't do, depending on what your high school days were like and how closely you kept in touch with people that you knew from back in that day. But I waffled, I went over it in my mind a little bit, and I finally decided, what the hell, I'm almost 50. They're almost 50 or older, or maybe a few years younger, but what have I got to lose? And it's a nice, a nice way to reconnect with people that you knew from back then, and it sort of answers those questions like, whatever happened to so-and-so? Did they have 14 kids, or did they make that million they were always after, or did they write that great American novel? In my case, the answer is no. I'm still working on that. But I logged on to Priceline.com, got a fantastic deal with AirTran, and also made the arrangements for my transportation and whatnot. Basically got all the details down pat and just sat back and waited. Now, one of the downsides of getting the kind of deal I got was that I don't live that far from National Airport, which I can get to by taking Metro. But because the fare was so low, I had to go to BWI, otherwise known as Baltimore Washington International Airport, which is not so close. What that requires is for me to either take Metro or a cab from where I live to Union Station, catch the MARC commuter train, the Maryland Transit Authority's train, from Union Station to BWI Station, take the free shuttle from that station to BWI Airport, and then do all the usual stuff. And even more of a downside of that was the fact that I had to do it at 5:30 in the morning. But I figured, it's worth the extra trouble to get that kind of a deal, no sweat. And I would make it in more than plenty of time to get through the line, check my bag, go through security, all that stuff. Plus, AirTran has a website where you can print out your boarding passes ahead of time so you don't have to bother with all the usual BS. Or so I thought. So I made sure I had the bags packed and everything. I had my, all my stuff ready to go. Got out of here in plenty of time. I caught my cab right on time at 5:30. Got to Union Station. Got the MARC train with no problem. Got to the BWI station with no problem. Shuttle was waiting for me. It seemed like it was going to be smooth sailing all the way around. But then I got to BWI Airport,